Welcome back to the Brick Breakdown. I'm Matt Brick, your host. Today is Wednesday, September 6th, one day until football. Very exciting for all NFL fans out there. Let's get right into the news. Breaking news just seconds ago, Nick Bosa just agreed to a 5-year, $170 million extension with $122.5 million guaranteed. To what I just read, I think he's the highest paid non-quarterback in the NFL. If that's true, let me confirm that with the tweet that I just saw. Yep, highest paid non-quarterback in the NFL, which is pretty good. Congratulations to him. He is back on the field now, and I assume he'll play week 1 because he's just that kind of guy. In other news, Travis Kelce has hyperextended his knee. He just was officially listed as questionable for tomorrow night's game. Keep an eye on the situation if you have him in fantasy. I guess we'll see if he plays. Hasn't been an update on Cooper Kupp just yet. He had a setback during with his hamstring injury. Another situation to monitor, so keep an eye on that as well. The Cardinals are still not named a quarterback for week 1, so I mean, if you're a Cardinals fan, I guess, I don't see anyone really having a Cardinals quarterback like Dobbs or Clayton Tune on their fantasy team. If that's really the case, keep an eye on it, but nothing yet. Jackson Smith-Njigba is expected to play week 1 per Pete Carroll. The Panthers have 2 things to monitor. Adam Thielen was limited in practice today with an ankle injury, and DJ Shark didn't practice because of a hamstring injury, and Terrace Marshall Jr. Was limited with a back injury, so something to look at. Yeah, that's it for the news, but it's very exciting because football is coming back tomorrow. Today, we're going to look at my fantasy football teams that I drafted this past weekend. And we're going to be looking at week 1 and predict some winners and losers of week 1, see what happens. So let's get right into it. With my fantasy football teams that I drafted this past weekend. If you know me, I love fantasy football, and it's one of my favorite things to do is draft, obviously. So let's share my screen. And I will hide that. Okay, so this is an auction league that I do every year. You have $200 in, I guess, fake money, I guess is the way to say it, and you get to bid on players. So here is my team. I drafted Joe Burrow, Tua Tagovailoa as my backup quarterback. My running backs consist of Ramondre Stevenson, Rashad White, Samaje Perine, A.J. Dillon, Tank Bigsby, and Zamir White. My wide receivers are Jordan Addison, Jamar Chase, Zay Jones, John Mechie, Elijah Moore, and KJ Osborne. And my tight end is Darren Waller. The highest I paid for was Jamar Chase. I paid $55 for him. I also got Burrow with the stack. I think I paid $27 for Burrow, $17 for Waller, around $30, maybe $31 for Ramondre Stevenson. I think I paid $14 for Jordan Addison's, maybe $7 for Elijah Moore. But it was a lot of fun. My team name is Mares of Flavortown. It was a lot of fun, like it is every year. And yeah, I think I wasn't expecting to get Jamar Chase for $55, but that's okay. I'm happy to have him and Joe Burrow because this league has bonus points for longer touchdowns. So hopefully Jamar Chase will be getting some 50-yard plus touchdowns this year. I just think that this is a solid team, and I think I have a decent shot throughout the year. Obviously, it's not my final team. This is just the beginning. So hopefully I'll be able to make some moves this year, maybe a couple trades, some drop ads, and try to win it all. right? Okay, so that was my one team that I drafted on Sunday, and then Saturday I drafted in my own league that I'm the commissioner in, and here is my team there. Tua Tagovailoa is my quarterback. Nick Chubb, Rashad White, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Keenan Allen, Jordan Addison, James Cook, A.J. Dillon. I have the Jets defense, Cameron Dicker. The kicker, Jalen Warren, Tank Bigsby, Geno Smith, Dalton Schultz, Hunter Renfrow, and Rashad Bateman. A guy I didn't think I was going to draft this year was Keenan Allen, but I think the value was there for him, so I went and took him. As you can see, I'm high on Tua Tagovailoa. If you've been watching and listening to this podcast, then you know I'm really high on him this year. I really wanted Garrett Wilson in the second round, but I was sniped right before me, and I took Amon-Ra St. Brown, the Sun God, instead, and I'm more than happy to do that. I'm really happy I got James Cook and A.J. Dillon. I think those guys I think James Cook is going to have a great breakout year. A.J. Dillon, I think towards the second half of the year, he'll be able to have more snaps than Aaron Jones. So that'll be something to look at. I also really love Jalen Warren. I think he just has great potential. If you saw his touchdown in preseason, it was just unbelievable. He's going to be something in this league, and I'm a big fan of Tank Bigsby. I have him in all three of my leagues. So yeah, this team I feel good with. I mean, I think I lack just a tad in quarterback with Geno and Tua, but I'm high on both of those guys. So we'll see where it goes. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, you know. So I just wanted to share what my two teams that I drafted this weekend look like, because I know that fantasy football is among us. Football is among us. That's what it's all about. And it's really exciting. I can't wait for football to start. It's been a long off season for everyone. I'm going to close it out with the quote of the day. The quote of the day is, "The end of labor is to gain leisure." Aristotle. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast. You can like, subscribe, follow, comment if you want. You can follow the podcast at Bryk Breakdown on all platforms: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. We're on there. And you can follow my personal Twitter account at BrykMatt, at BRYKMATT. Thank you so much for listening, and have a great day. Football's back.